Hi, this is Dan from Laser Toys, and people were asking about the 80 and how to put it together. Now this is a 100, but I'm going to show you a quick guide on how it goes. It's basically glue the cockpit in, go all the way around, and make sure you put a bead and seal the crack. Get it in there. Glue your motor mount on, which will be a little bit smaller than this one. No big deal. It's all like the same format. Double check your seams along the wingtips, make sure those are good. If not, hot glue them, and this is all hot glue. Put your wing in, make sure it's square, glue it in, and you'll see a spar there. The spar is your CG. So when you put your fingers on a spar, it should be pretty darn close. Now this doesn't have a battery in it, so it's not close. So use your battery to do your CG. Square up your tail and glue it. Re-glue your rudder just so it's straight up and down. And if you want, if your rudder's a little crooked or something, because it is EPP, you can run glue along here and just rub it in, or add a piece of carbon fiber. Your servos will glue in the side, and you can have your arms sticking up or down. This one's down. I kind of like them up. Seems like a straighter line, but it's up to you. Out, they won't catch on anything if they're actually pointing down. Make sure they're centered straight up and down when you start, and then you want to set your neutral. When this is straight down, everything should be neutral, your rudder and your elevator. Okay, now landing gear. Everybody's wondering about landing gear. Now, landing gear you want to place right in front of the wing. And what I did to do my landing gear, and this is very strong, believe it or not, I got a little torch, and I'm going to heat the landing gear up so it's hot. What I'm going to do, I'm going to melt the foam with the hot wire from landing gear. Now you want to put this in there kind of square, and you want to push it in about 3/8 to a ½ inch deep, okay? So in front of the wing, I'm pushing this in, and you see it pushes right in. Okay, then pull it out. That's it. Set this along the side. Then take your hot glue gun and fill that crack that you just made with glue, and then make a square all the way around, about 1.5 inch square, and fill it. And keep your glue in there, and put a lot of glue in there. Don't worry about it. What this is going to give you a base for your landing gear. And as long as it's hot and everything, it's going to smooth out. It's going to look nice. It's not going to look bad at all. Okay, we're going to take our landing gear. We're going to put it in that little crack. Okay, get it all the way down in there. And you're going to add a little bit more glue around where the wire goes into the foam. Okay. Now, while you're doing that, take a look at it and make sure everything looks square and straight. You might have to hold it for a minute or two. But actually that turned out pretty good. And kind of square it up with the tail, you know, as you're looking down through there. And so your landing gear is level, so your wheels are level when you're flying. Let that cool, and then if you want you can add a little more glue to the outside. But you'll find that landing gear is really strong. Put your wheels on, put your set screw collars on, and put your battery, balance it, then mark where your battery balances well, and go fly.